What Up Doe Show. Your commentary on sports, entertainment, and alternative news.
What up, Doe? It's Monday, y'all. Happy Monday, y'all. Hey, it's What Up Doe, What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, Doe, y'all? Happy Monday to you, man. And it is a Monday. You know I love Mondays. I'm excited because it's another opportunity to get it right again. You gone right. I was going to say goddamn right, but I changed my mind. So I said gone. I was changing my mind mid-sentence. Anyway, I want to say big first and foremost, over the weekend, had a big birthday for my baby, Keita. What's up, Keita? Shakita Hubbard. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Keita. There, you got your own one. You got your own shout, Keita. I know your birthday came over the weekend and we didn't get to do it, so you got your own this morning. I know it's late. I should have said happy belated birthday to you, but it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, we got some birthdays today. On today's birthday, I got a good friend of mine. We go way back. I mean, all the way since forever. Miss Shonda Larkins Jackson. What's up, Shonda? Happy birthday. Also, I got John Isbell, Racine Scott, and last but not least, Monica Johnson. Happy birthday to all of y'all. All right, now that I got all the birthdays and the past birthdays out the way, let's go on and get these parties started. I want to say big up to a new listener that I got out there, man. Well, at least she claims she's listening. I don't know if she's listening or not. I might be wrong. She said it. She may be lying. But if she is listening, big up to Ladon James. Yeah, that's a new listener of mine that says she's out there listening this morning. So big up to Ladon. Okay, anyway, let's go on with the show, man.
What Up Doe Sports.
The Texans lose. The Houston Texans lose. That's right. The Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Texans by 10, 31-21. However, a sack by Whitney Merciless sent Eagles quarterback Nick Foles to the locker room for several weeks with a broken collarbone. Mark Sanchez, on the other hand, came in and served up enough enchiladas to take those Texans down anyway. You know, they like Mexican food here in Texas. And it worked. They used it against you, man. They sent in a Mexican waiter and took advantage of you. Have you realized that ever since the Kansas City Chiefs blew out the New England Patriots, everyone was hollering, maybe Brady's done and maybe Belichick's done? They have annihilated everybody on their schedule ever since. Well, you can add Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos to that list, because Tom and the Brady Bunch dominated the Broncos yesterday like nobody's business. Brady threw for 333 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Patriots' 43-21 domination drubbing over the Broncos. You know, in Colorado, marijuana has been legalized for recreational use. So maybe the reason the Broncos had so much trouble is because they got high. Because they got high. Down. Terrell Suggs is trending on Twitter after a nasty, dirty, filthy hit on running back LeGarrette Blount. I'm not into the wussification of football with all the new rules, but this hit was a dirty. It resulted in a pretty big brawl, too, actually. You don't see a lot of big brawls in football. Tempers were hot for the rest of the game afterwards. Blount was driving his legs against 2 or 3 defenders, pushing for that extra yard when Suggs came up from behind with a crushing blow to his lower back. I thought the dude was going to be pulled out on a stretcher. I was surprised he got up from that. It was ugly. It was like Buster Douglas ugly. Shabba Ranks ugly. He got he got a 15-yard penalty, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him hit with a fine after the video is watched by Goodell and the NFL authorities. The dirty hit wasn't enough, though. Big Ben Roethlisberger, and yes, you can buy a Big Ben Roethlisberger from your local cafe. He tossed 6 touchdown passes as the Steelers spanked the Ravens, whooped that ass, 43-23 in the last game of the day. I know you're wondering, what about the 49ers? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
What Up Doe Entertainment?
Suge Knight menacingly got in the face of a female photographer and repeatedly called her a bitch moments before he and Cat Williams allegedly tried to snatch her camera. And a video of the run-in has surfaced. The clip starts with Suge going after a male paparazzo, but then he starts berating the chick Pap after she tried to take a picture of his son. Suge marched over to her and unleashed a threat. I got a bitch that'll come beat your motherfucking ass. I got a bitch that'll come beat the shit out you, bitch. So Cat Williams denies laying a hand on the photographer, but does say a female companion of his intervened because the bitch was taking shots of Suge's young son. Cat Williams, however, never appears in the video. I got a bitch that'll whoop your ass, motherfucker. Better watch that shit. Black China is blasting her ex Tyga. Rack City. Black China is blasting her ex Tyga for pulling a hack job on her to tweet messages where she appears to confess she's a gold-digging cheater and some very poorly written and grammatically incorrect tweets. The tweet sent early Sunday morning from Black China's account said, quote unquote, I'm a gold digger and a cheater. I never really loved Tiger. It was always about the money. After he took me out, the strip club gave me a beautiful family, helped me open multiple business. Of course, she denies being a gold digger or a cheater. And she quickly posted an update on her Instagram saying her account had been hacked by Tiger's bitch ass. Shortly after that, the tweets were gone. No comment so far from the Tiger camp. But Tiger, this appears to be a real bitch move on your part. Rack City, Rack City, who the bitch? Rack City, Rack City, who the bitch? That's a bitch move, Tiger.
What Up Doe News?
I like Tiger too, but that's a bitch move. In Hollywood, Florida, a woman flying back from the Caribbean told workers at an airport security check that she was hiding cocaine inside her vagina. Beautiful. I'd like to sniff that. Kathy Ann Ferguson was arrested for cocaine trafficking after making the admission she had just stepped off a flight from Montego Bay, Jamaica, when she informed a Customs and Border Protection officer that she had a package inside her pootie. Once in custody, she removed the package from her pootie, which contained 175 grams of cocaine. I wonder who was sniffing it. I have putty Coke for sale. Putty flavored Coke for sale. You should try a batch. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. In St. George, Utah, bats numbering in what some call the thousands invaded a court in Utah on Halloween. These bats have impeccable timing. Holy courtroom Batman. It's Halloween. Let's go invade the courthouse. They have impeccable timing. On Halloween. They did this. On Halloween, folks. And it said that court resumed despite the bats. They were reported all over the facility, but are mainly congregated inside vents, where they can be heard scratching inside the ceiling and in some areas. Proceedings went forward with little interruption, except for a few cases where there was just creeping people out too much and they had to move to different rooms. It was scary. It was Halloweeny. It was Halloweeny. You know, that was the Batman thing. That was the Batman. All right, anyway. That's stupid. I had to do it. You knew I had to do that. You already knew I had to. I couldn't help myself. Back to Florida. In Port St. Lucie, Florida, a homeless man was arrested Thursday for trying to steal a chainsaw by stuffing it under his shirt. Anthony Ballard entered a law maintenance store and asked to break $1 into change. He then placed a chainsaw under his shirt and left the store without paying. After fleeing on a bicycle, back up. After fleeing on a bicycle, not only did this guy stuff a chainsaw under his shirt, but he fled on a bicycle, his getaway bike. Ballard was eventually found by an employee from the business who tracked the man down and held him until police arrived. And according to investigators, the bicycle used for the getaway was also stolen. That's beautiful. He was homeless, man. The guy trying to get a come up. He was gonna go cut down some trees for some money, man. That's all. He was just trying to find a way to get off the streets. Down. Hey, what was a homeless guy gonna do with a chainsaw on a bicycle? Anyway. In Hueytown, Alabama, a man who robbed 4 Subway restaurants in 4 days with a gun claims he did it because he was mad the Jared diet didn't work for him, so he was trying to get his fucking money back. I'm with that, brother. I'm with you. Zachary Torrance was arrested after someone saw surveillance videos on Facebook and recognized him from seeing him at Walmart earlier buying a holster. Yes, a gun holster. He was busted wearing the same clothes and shoes as he was on the day of the robbery. Now that's how you match a description, Roberts. All of you criminals out there, wannabe criminals, if you want to match a description, you wear the same shit every day that you were wearing during the robbery. Especially if there's cameras and they got you on camera, you want to be dressed in that same fashion so that you can really and truly match a description. Brilliant. That was brilliant. I like that. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the American Mustache Institute announced the first inductees into the International Mustache Hall of Fame will be announced on Burt Reynolds' birthday. The Institute and sponsor, Wall Trimmers, announced nominations. He should be Mustache Trimmers. Announced nominations are now being accepted for the International Mustache Hall of Fame. We just had the beard shit. Now we got mustache shit. The first inductees will be announced February 11th, the birthday of actor Burt Reynolds. A man that Walt Trimmers calls, quote-unquote, one of the greatest mustached Americans in history. Is that right? Let's break this down, folks. This is for white folks. This is not a black thing, okay? Black people wear mustaches all the time. Very few black people can actually pull off the look without a mustache. The no hair on your face look can be pulled off by very few black Americans. Have you noticed that? Most black Americans wear mustaches. White people kill me with that shit. They have one white guy with a mustache. He's the exception to the rule, and he's the greatest ever. Most black men wear mustaches, but we don't count. Burt Reynolds and Tom Selleck are the standard for facial hair. Most black women have nice fat asses, but they don't count. J-Lo and Iggy of frickin' Azalea are the standards for big butts. Most black women have a beautiful full set of lips, but they don't count. Angelina Jolie is the standard for full lips. Sister's been twerking in the clubs for years now, but they don't matter. Miley Cyrus is the standard for twerking. Michael Jackson is the standard for moonwalking. Well, come on, white people. Stop this. The list goes on. Turbo was moonwalking before Michael Jackson. Go, you don't believe me? Look up the movie Breaking, and you'll see Turbo do it. Brothers was moonwalking before Mike, but he's the standard. Always stealing shit from the hood. Always stealing shit from the hood and putting it on TV and acting like it's y'all shit. Stop that. Cut it out. Thievery. Thievery. I swear. I'm sick of it. Frustrating. Anyway. I can't take no more. It's now time for your closing commentary. The What Up Doe closing commentary today is going to be very simple, and I'm just going to wing it. I had a family reunion yesterday in Beaumont. I mean, not in Beaumont, but in Baytown, Texas. And it was from my father's side of the family. So the actual Wilson family clan met up yesterday. We had my mother's side of the family in Mamou, Louisiana, the home of Zydeco music, about a month ago. And I got to say, man, there's just nothing like family. It just isn't. It's a beautiful thing. The family reunion is great because you got to meet some family that you didn't really know. You know, especially when you're our age. It's like the cousins our age that we always knew have kids that I don't know yet. You know, and now by this age, some of their kids got kids. And it was just good to bond with some family members that I didn't get a chance to bond with before. Good opportunity to bond with some family members that I just haven't bonded with in a long time. And it was beautiful that we had a big kickball competition. So we split the whole family up into 4 teams and did a big Final Four. And it came down to a champion. And, of course, my team won. So it was good that my family got to realize that I'm the best at everything. You know, Latone caught on to that a while back, but he still like to put this facade up like he's still trying. But, he understands that he can't beat me at anything. And my family is starting to realize that, too. And that's a beautiful thing as well. So I just want to say that, man, always look out for your family. Put your family first, man. You run out of friends. You run out of enemies. But you don't run out of family, okay? Family is going to be there for you. And family is always, always going to be family. Shout out to my children. Shout out to Dejan Buckman. Shout out to Evan Bryant. And shout out to Rachel and Sean Bird. Rachel Bird, Sean Bird. They were my stepkids. And Dejan and Evan are my sons. And I'm having a hard time getting one of my son's parents to grasp the concept of how important it is. How important family is, how important it is for him to be a part of his family, to know his heritage, to know his history. I mean, all that shit was stolen from us by the same white people that stole twerking. They stole our heritage from us a long time ago. It is just so freaking wrong, and I just can't accept and I can't grasp the concept of us trying to steal heritage from our own children. I don't get that. And I think we need to really, really, really examine that, folks. Sometimes if you're in a situation like that, don't keep your kids away from their family. Let your kids learn who they are, learn where they come from, and be a part of their family, because there's nothing like it. And big up to my family, the whole Wilson clan. I hope some of y'all are listening. I told y'all to listen, but I didn't know I was going to talk about this at the time. But I kind of gave some of y'all a link to it. So make sure y'all check it out. But anyway, that's all I got, man. I want to say that is all I have. That's my closing commentary. Yo, I want to say big up to my man Latone Heart. He hosts a show called The 730 Show. He got a new episode that just came out. It was freaking hilarious, man. I was in tears over here laughing at this dude. Anyway, and that wasn't me, by the way. If you listen to The 730 Show, he got a little clip he claimed is me rapping. That ain't me, damn it. Oh, Krispy Kreme, dough frog looking ass. Anyway, it was hilarious though. I can't lie. I was over here freaking holding my stomach laughing out loud. The 730 Show is my favorite show, man, on podcast. You got to check it out. You can check it out on Spreaker.com, Stitcher.com, also available on iTunes. I also want to say big up to Dino Red of the Shiznit Show. You can catch him on Stitcher.com as well as the ShiznitShow.com. Big up to the Nerdy Black Chicks. Oh, my favorite females in the podcast world, man. I love their shows. They do a show called Just Thinking Out Loud. Their names is Lavinia, She Be Show Enough, and Bajetto Rising. I got your name right. I've been practicing your name, girl. She also does this. They also do a show called Straight No Chaser. Both shows are fantastic. You can catch them on Stitcher.com. Also want to say big up to my other girls that I like. Let me get it right. It's Whiskey, Wine, and Moonshine. Yeah, Whiskey, Wine, and Moonshine. That show is very cool as well. Fun show to listen to. 3 beautiful young ladies. One of them about to get married, so she don't count in the beautiful category anymore. But the other 2 are still beautiful. They do a great show. They can be heard on Stitcher.com as well. And I also want to give up to my man Murray Riley Jr. He does a show on Spreaker.com. It's called the Stomp and Shout Talk Show. He does a lot of has great political views. It's almost time to vote, y'all, so I'm going to talk about that a lot for the rest of the week too, and I gotta listen to his latest episode. I didn't listen, see what he got to say. I like to echo some of his sentiments because he has some great commentary on politics. And also I just want to say big up to Lisa Marie. She does a show called Juice Talk Radio, and that's all. All y'all, man, I got a lot of love for him. Radio BSOTS, Enrique Black was 5 minutes away. I got a lot of love for the black podcast community. There's a lot of good ones out there, but right now I gotta get the hell out of here so I can get dressed and go to work. So peace out, press your crease out, keep the police out while I bust his niece out, and I'm out of here like last year. Peace!
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, though?